The macchiato, the most controversial drink in specialty coffee. Hey guys, welcome to Ispirare Coffeehouse. Welcome to downtown Kittanning on a snowy February day. Welcome to CoffeeShop Vibes, my show about enhancing your specialty coffee shop experience. Well, there is one drink that transcends coffee and that is always a debate, and it really depends on where you go, what you'll get. It's the macchiato. Is it this? Is it this? I'll break down the most controversial drink in coffee. All right, guys, now to understand the macchiato, you have to understand how we got to this point. And I'll tell you a little story. There was a German guy vacationing in northern Italy. Rumor has it in the town of Trieste. He was sitting in a cafe enjoying a macchiato. Now, story goes, this guy had an idea to bring the Italian coffee experience to America, right? The intricacies of it, the fancy bar design, etc. He also thought in this epiphany that the Americans would not drink the little shots, the little 3-ounce macchiatos, that he would need to add milk. That guy, of course, is Howard Schultz, who was working for Starbucks at the time, and then went back and I think bought Starbucks and built it into the empire it is today, right? Howard, you're welcome to come on the show and clarify this story, which is kind of the story that's always been told. Also, the Italians call Howard at least some Italians call him the milkman because he introduced so much milk to the drink. But he did lay the groundwork for the specialty coffee industry that we see today, and he did lay the groundwork for the controversy of the macchiato that we still have today, right? It's like the handball in the box roll, right? It's the most debated thing every weekend in Italian cafes, right? Anyway, the macchiato. So what happened was, of course, if you go to Starbucks, you can get a caramel macchiato. It is a drink that looks like this. It is not a traditional macchiato. Most places call traditional macchiato an espresso macchiato. There is so much controversy, or at least so much misinformation. Some people think it's this, some people think it's that it's not on the menu. The macchiato is not on the menu of many specialty coffee houses, including Ispirare. It's not on the menu. We, of course, make off-menu drinks. Like, even the caramel macchiato isn't on the menu. However, that is one of the most commonly ordered drinks at the coffee house. The reason being, and many other specialty coffee shop owners have told me this, they've tried to make traditional macchiatos. They hand the customer the drink. They don't understand. They wanted a latte macchiato, right? So what is the difference? Well, a true macchiato, which is still pretty much the rule of thumb in specialty coffee houses. So the first most important aspect of this video is, if you go to a specialty coffee house and you see a macchiato, right, on the menu, it is probably going to be the traditional espresso macchiato that I'll show you here. Especially if it's priced at a lower price than the latte. It's almost 100% certain that a specialty coffee house will have a macchiato as a espresso-based drink. It will be 3 ounces in most specialty coffee shops. A lot of them won't even have it on the menu, as I said, and then depending on the coffee shop, the macchiato might be a 12 ounce. The best way to decipher that kind of is at the price. If you're looking at something like $3, then it's probably an espresso macchiato. But if it's costing the same price as a latte or mocha, then it's probably the one you get from Starbucks. All right, so what is a traditional macchiato? It's a simple drink. Since we don't even have it on the menu, it would typically come in a 3-ounce cup. I should actually make one for you here. At the end of the show, I'll do that. Right? So it's simply 2 ounces of espresso and just a mark of milk. The other thing I personally don't like about it is it actually wastes a lot of milk, because you're only putting an ounce of milk into this little coffee. It's impossible to froth just an ounce of milk. So anyway, it's an afternoon drink. In Italy, it's traditionally an afternoon drink. Cappuccino was in the morning. People wanted to pick me up in the afternoon. They got a shot, 2 shots of espresso, just a dab of milk. The espresso really comes through. So it is actually a really neat drink to drink. It really showcases the flavor of the espresso, and that's the story, but it was an afternoon drink. Of course, 2 ounces of espresso, an ounce of milk, That's a 3-ounce traditional caramel macchiato. Now, what Starbucks did, of course, they call or that's traditional macchiato. See, I did it, even an I in it. That's a traditional macchiato, sometimes referred to as the espresso macchiato. Now, the caramel macchiato, which Starbucks does, we make that here. Essentially, it's a caramel latte. What they do, how they make that drink is, they put the milk in first, and then they dump the 2 ounces of espresso in, and then they drizzle, put some vanilla syrup in, and then they drizzle caramel on top. That is a caramel macchiato at Starbucks. It is not on the menu at Ispirare Coffeehouse. It's the most requested off-menu item that we have here at the coffee house. So we actually make a couple of those a day. Again, it's going to come in a big cup like this, and it's going to be pretty similar to what you'll get at Starbucks. But again, if you go to Specialty Coffee House and ask for a macchiato, you're probably going to get the 3-ounce macchiato, and you're going to be like, well, I wanted this. Well, that's what you get, because this is a true macchiato. So there is no controversy. Macchiato, 3-ounce drink, 2 ounces of espresso, a little bit of milk. Latte macchiato or caramel macchiato, whatever they serve at some of these fast places, is really a latte. All right, guys. Oh, I'm going to make you a drink. I'll make you macchiato, or at least I'm going to enjoy it, and then we'll talk to you soon. All right, guys, I'm making the milk ready. As I said, there's no real easy way to do this. Here's my traditional 2 ounces, traditional macchiato, 2 ounces of espresso you can see here in this little cup. And then I'll just maybe make a little heart design, maybe not. And that 3 ounces is a traditional macchiato, just a dab of milk on an espresso. It's quite good. It's unique. If you've never had one, I encourage you to come down here and have one. Or go wherever your specialty coffee house and have a macchiato. If you need sprinkle with a little chocolate, sometimes people do that as well. Great drink, the macchiato. All right, guys, I'm making the milk ready. As I said, there's no real easy way to do this. Here's my traditional 2 ounces, traditional macchiato, 2 ounces of espresso you can see here in this little cup. And then I'll just maybe make a little heart design, maybe not. And that 3 ounces is a traditional macchiato, just a dab of milk on an espresso. It's quite good. It's unique. If you've never had one, I encourage you to come down here and have one. Or go wherever your specialty coffee house and have a macchiato. If you need sprinkle with a little chocolate, sometimes people do that as well. Great drink, the macchiato. So now you know. We'll see you again soon on another edition of Coffee Shop Vibes every week, every Thursday. Thanks for watching. Guys, take care. God bless. Live inspired.